Hi, this is Kimberly with my craft spot, and on this part we are going to make this little ribbon rosette, I don't know, a ribbon flower. So we're going to make that. It's made from the Crinkle ribbon. I'm going to show you some of the new colors for Christmas. We have the cranberry, which is in all the Christmas sets, and this one is the vintage pine. We have the vanilla bean. Those are some of my favorite ones. And I wanted to show you, for some of you who have ordered the totally green, just a little bit of the difference. This one is more of a pine color. This has some more olive tones to it. And I just want you to notice that if you spread it out, it is kind of two-toned. In fact, on some of them it's a little more obvious, so I wanted to show you before you order the milk chocolate and the milk chocolate versus the chocolate truffle. I was concerned that maybe on the pictures on the blog they looked really similar, so I just wanted to show you the milk chocolate is actually a little bit lighter, and it's all, I mean, there is some two tones to it, but it's mostly just a really nice brown. And you can kind of see that all undone right here. So that's just a really nice brown. That's the chocolate, the milk chocolate. Now this, the chocolate truffle, has more two tones in it. So it's a little more antique, a little more vintage, a little more stained and distressed. Anyway, if you're not pulling it tight, it doesn't look as obvious, but when you pull it tight, there is some different colorations in it. So I just wanted you to be able to see that before you buy it. Okay, so we'll put those aside. I think for our little rosette, we'll go ahead and just use the cranberry again. And in case you wondered, when we did our border on part 1, this is also the cranberry colored ribbon. So let's move those off to the side. All right, now all you do on this one, I'm going to use a contrasting color on this one so you can see it better. I just use just plain old regular thread. You'll want to straighten your crinkle ribbon as much as you can. And you can kind of see that the cranberry also has a little bit of the two-toned in it. Not quite as much as the truffle, but okay. So I'm just kind of straightening it, not completely, because I still want it to be crinkly. If you have a ribbon straightener, instead of running it through the ribbon straightener, just kind of rub it across the hot edge. It'll take just a little bit of the crinkle out, but not all of it. Okay, so I'm going to trim up my edge so it is straight. I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to bring the thread up behind, and it's going to be at the bottom. And this, where we're sewing, is going to be the center of the flower. And I'm just taking and doing a gathering stitch. Go along. And let's pull through so you can kind of see because of the contrasting thread colors. The better you keep it along the edge, I guess that's best. But I'm just taking a little stitches. Now you can kind of see as you're going along how it gathers. So pull it in tight, and then we have probably, doesn't take very much ribbon. I haven't measured, but it's not very much. So we've got maybe a little over half of a flower done. So we're just going to keep going along the bottom edge. Like I said, this is the center of the flower, and you'll want to use a color that matches your ribbon rather than what I'm doing with the white. I just wanted you to be able to see it. Okay, so it's starting to look more like a flower. Now if you stop right here, look at a single flower like this one. And if you keep going, you can ruffle it around. So we'll just keep going for a minute and see how that looks. And you can see the more stitching you do, the more ruffly your flower is, the more layers it has. You can kind of see that as it gathers, it continues to just circle around. So So there it is as it gathers a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and just finish it off in the next half inch or so. So you take this end piece and fold it under. And as you're sewing, that last little bit, just make sure you catch that in there evenly. And then gather it up. Now this is the part where you're going to secure it so it doesn't come unraveled. So you want to wrap that around right where you want it. Pull it tight on the back. And look at it on the front and make sure it's the way you want it. And then go turn it over on the back. And you're going to go ahead and just secure that. By going up towards the center. Don't go all the way through. Just towards the center. And go ahead and just knot that off by putting the needle through the loop and pulling it. And I do this a couple times. And then you can cut the ribbon off, or the thread off right there. And well, this one's a little fluffier. And in this, I don't know if you can see the different layers to it. So, and would be a perfect frame for one of the little doilies that we're going to learn how to make in part 3. And put a little button on it. It would even look really cute on top of the little ribbon that we made in the first part. Or just as kind of an accent, maybe even on top of, let's do a little. Now this is the vanilla bean, and it might even look cute. Let's pull this out a little bit. Might even look cute on a ribbon with a tag or something like that. Let's see. And just loop it through. And you can leave it like a traditional bow, or sometimes it's fun, especially if you have a tag or something else. Let's get a darker paper right here to show you. It would be even fun to put that as a decoration with a tag or something. So lots of things you can do with these little things. So go ahead and watch part 3, and I will show you how I did the crocheted flower. Thanks for watching.